Well, let's roll into it. How is being too flexible a disadvantage? Do you think that's
I don't think it. I do, but I think what is too flexible?
Yeah, so I mean, there are norms for flexibility. Like we have.
Do you need me to straighten an elbow for you so
right.
we can
Do you
see?
are you hyper flexible?
Yeah.
So there are
Let's see.
norms for flexibility, and so actually, you look at Ashley's elbow, and it actually like comes back this direction. We would call that hyper flexible through her elbow.
And that would be a problem.
Yeah. So when we're hyper flexible, meaning our joints have too much range of motion, what happens is the joints can become lax, which means there's just more movement, and with more movement causes more friction, which can cause more irritation, and then can cause lots of fun things.
Like pain. So for example, if I'm doing like a push press, like a dip, and I'm trying to punch the weight overhead, I have to make sure that I don't over press my arm, because then I can have a lot of elbow pain afterwards, like actual pain in the joint. But as you have more muscle, you have more control of that joint. So I actually see less of a problem with training.
Yeah, so that's the thing with people that are hyper flexible. The thing they need to do more of is strength training, and the thing they need to do less of is like yoga. And so, but what happens is I'm really flexible, so I gravitate towards yoga because I'm better at it. Or I'm really strong and naturally strong. I'm going to gravitate towards strength training because I'm naturally strong and I'm good at that, and I feel good when I do things that I'm good at, right? And so what's probably the opposite is the person that's doing yoga should probably do more strength training, and the person that's strength training should probably do more yoga. So we get a better balance between these two almost competing systems in the body.
But mobility can be regained. But you have to work on mobility. Like
it's mobility isn't like strength. Strength, we can come in a couple days a week, like really attack the body, and we wait for the adaptations to happen. Mobility is more of like a
time under tension.
It's a
like
repetition
you have
thing.
to go and do it over and over again.
If you think about like if you wanted, well here, this is just real world example, like gymnasts that want to be able to do the splits, okay, they sit in the split position for like minutes. Like we're talking like 5 to 10 minutes of just holding that position for long periods of time.
Well, even think about like your deep squat. You should be able to sit in the bottom of your squat for 10 minutes.
Which is super challenging, right?
Without getting a shin splints.
Right, which is super challenging. And so we need enough mobility to be able to accomplish tasks at hand, but not too much mobility where it starts to put our joints at risk. So we actually see this a lot with like younger females. They're just like Gumby. They're kind of like just all over the place.
Not just younger females. Younger males fall into the same category.
To an extent. I would probably see more young males that are super tight and don't have mobility, like they can't get into good positions. And this is just based on my personal experiences with.
I've seen it on
athletes.
both sides.
So it is on both sides.
It's on both sides.
But like you look at the athletes, it's just like Gumby. Like they're all over the place.
It's really funny. I call them like a la loopsy. Like, you know the dolls? Okay, anyways. But yes, they're like got these skinny little arms and these heads that are too big for their bodies. That's what it makes me think of, but I'm totally going off subject.
I don't know this. I don't know such.
Okay. But yes, Gumby is a great example, but kids these days don't know who Gumby is. So
True.
Fail.
But so those people need strength training because they just don't have good integrity.
Well, I think it's also like a body awareness thing too. Like they just don't know where things are in space.
Right.